Alright, we're working on the spider, bro. What's going on with this green screen thing? There we go. A little bit of that. We're working on a spider today. Gonna redo this. This leg looks like crap. Not as thick a gauge wire as this. Pipe connector right over here. Let me know if you can hear me. Alright, who do we got in here? We got a couple folks already. What up? Working on the baddest spider that ever lived. Get a load of that spider. Get a load of that spider. A little DIY Halloween time. With your host Johnny. Don't mind my crummy looking driveway. It's all good. There we go. 10 gauge wire. Actually, can we change the orientation? Hold on a sec. Hold on. I'm gonna do a regular size live stream. Hold on a sec. What up, Toxic RL? How toxic are you? Working on a little Halloween goodies. Working on this spider here. Working on Mr. Spider. Thank you. Appreciate that, Toxic. Appreciate it. I am Pennsylvania up here. What about you guys? What up with you guys? Where are you guys from? It's a beautiful day here. Let me show you what this includes. So inside the head, I had to do two separate things. Chicken wire, circled with plastic wrap around it. Same for the body. Chicken wire, and this is about 7 feet long. It's about 7 feet long from tail to head. Oh, welcome we got LA and Texas. What's up? Good to see y'all. Nice to meet y'all. Yeah, chicken wire, plastic wrap. This is spray foam. Spray foam the top part, let it dry, turn them over. Spray foam the sides, dry. Do this 4 times and then shave it down so that it gets these more flat impressions right here. You see it's flat over here? Flat. Try to get the bubbly stuff out. I gotta obviously touch up the spray paint. Spray paint them. It took forever, and this is actually the second spider. The first one failed miserably. I had to redo it. I was so irritated. The legs, which I'm working on today. The legs are, I don't know if you could see this in the stream here, live stream. I do apologize. I'm like really carrying out. There we go. That guy from school who always tops in projects. You know it, buddy. That was me in high school. That was me in high school, dude, for sure. This is PVC pipe stuck inside the spider with 10 gauge wire. Okay, and that's what I'm working on today. Over here, these are the finished legs. You can see the wires inside the legs to form the angles. This is upper pipe and naturally gray, so I don't have to spray paint it. Okay, form it and goes down, as you can see here. It's I gotta tighten it up a little bit, but that's what I'm working on today. Texas and LA. My gosh, we got some good reach out here. What up, brothers? And you can see where this connects inside here, right? Goes inside here, and then I just form it in the shape of the spider. So today I'm undoing this leg here. This was made with. Yes, yeah, that's what I should have done. Actually, I could probably still do that. Here's the eyes. These are Christmas ornaments, cut in half. Spray paint the insides black. I might redo these red and just shoved into the head. And then, of course, spray paint the top. It's supposed to be like a Black Widow. Some kind of stationary LED lights would be kind of cool. Like, yeah, you're like a red light would be kind of cool. I'm gonna do something different. The eyes. I don't like the eyes being black because everything's like it's hard to just differentiate. So that's probably something I'm gonna work on. I also got this tunnel idea that I want to work on too. I didn't realize I could do. I should have thought of this. I could do the. This is like the YouTube Shorts format vertical. I should have done widescreen, but what if I turn it? Maybe next time. Yeah, that would be so cool, dude. I'm gonna try that. I actually might. I have a bunch of Christmas ornaments that I can redo the eyes. The eyes don't take long at all. So spray paint it lightly or red and put LEDs in there and have them go on a. It's gonna be like a battery up thing. I just have this is the wire. I just bought some wire. This is off Amazon, 10 gauge. Okay. Project wire. That's like necklace wire. Bah, see, it holds. That's what's gonna hold inside the leg. So this other leg, if I can get you guys close enough. This one is too thin, so I'm gonna cut it out. What ends up happening is the copper pipe insulation will go all through here. Appreciate you guys being here. Mostly I do gaming streams, but I just decided to, do a little DIY, just kind of more normal. The other side of Johnny. Yeah, I must visit as I'm coming to Pennsylvania next Tuesday. What part? I'm up in Pittsburgh, bro. I'm down in Pittsburgh area, suburbs, but. What part of Pennsylvania y'all going in? Are you the gentleman? You're the one from LA, right? Yeah, you're from LA. The other gentleman's from Texas. Cool. Texas in the house. Go Cowboys, right? LA, so I'm guessing maybe a Rams fan, right? You're probably a Rams fan, if you're a football fan at all. Trying to cut out the old tape. I got to redo this. Like I said, this wire's no good. It's too thin. Leg was flimsy. I had to keep putting it up and fixing it. Got really annoying, so I'm gonna just redo it. Like I said, this is a spider I finished last year. Here we go. It came off. So the wire gets taped, duct taped to the PVC. All I'm doing is taking it off because I got to redo it. It basically functions as a spider's leg joint. All right. Let me know if my mic's loud enough or if the music's too loud. I got music in the background. Probably get copyrighted, but that's all right. I was gonna strike. All it's gonna tell me is, oh no, your live streams can't be seen in Belarus. Oh no. All right. So I'm gonna take this, basically tape it to here. Duct tape it. If I can find my duct tape, I don't know where I put it. Oh, it's right here. So we are going to take this tape. Tape just folded on itself. I hate this tape, dude. Try to tape this together. Taping the first little bit of this wire onto this piece of PVC. All right, let's rip this up real quick. All right, so we have the leg partially sticking out of the tape. It's going to go plug into the spider body. Doesn't need to be shoved in there, but it needs to be placed in there kind of nicely. All right, here we go. Yeah, duct tape is perfect because what I'm going to do, I cut out a piece already. This is the joint of the leg. It's going to go on top of here. Doesn't matter what I use. It's going to be covered up. I just need to keep the wire in here. Oh, I did. There's a hole in here. There's a hole. That's where this goes in. There's I don't know if you can see it from here. There's a hole in there. Yeah, hole's already pre-drilled. Or actually, no, I think I put the thing in there and I sprayed around it. Just made a hole naturally. I was gonna carve it out a little bit. It needs to be, I wanna carve out the edges. Clean it out. Because remember, this is a project from last year. So I'm just kind of fixing it up. There we go, it just goes right in there. There we go. Nice and firm. All right, so measuring and keeping with the other legs, I'm gonna remeasure this. 211. So I got a 2 foot section, 2 foot section of the upper leg that connects to the joint, foot for the part that touches the floor. Now for the part that touches the floor, at the end of the foot, it gets these little wires. This is going to stick into the ground, and it's not supposed to be able to hold up a bridge, but it's going to keep the leg in place, so it's like stuck in the ground. 10 Veer in the chat. That's going to be fires you're doing and preparing for it. That's the way to do it, man. Wing it. Now, like I said, this is last year's project. I'm just kind of retouching it up as some things got damaged. I had to store this thing in. I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. We're gonna measure 2 feet. So bring this about here. So at 2 feet in, we start making the bend. We start making the kink. 2 feet in, we got our kink there. So it's like right here. Down to another 1.5 feet, which is right down. I got it down here. So basically the leg comes in 3 sections, a 2 foot section, 1.5 foot section, and a 1.5 foot section for the bottom. So what am I doing here? I'm making notable bends here. The second part of the leg goes from here to about here, and then from there to the ground. So let me bring it down a little bit here. There we go. Bring it a little lower so you can see everything. Not much in the way of tools. Don't need much. Measuring tape. Wire cut. These are obviously rusted to crap. Knife. Don't need much. So this is my second 1.5 foot section. My first Serrata. So here, to the floor for another 1.5 feet, then we cut it. Nicely, I could shape it and misshape it and then just shape it again. All right, 1.5 feet. The spider foot ends about here. We're going to add for 2 inches of space to dig into the ground a little bit, so we're just going to cut it. Just like that. All right, so about 3 inches or so is going to go into the ground. The rest of it's going to be leg. So basically, now comes the part. Now comes the best part. We're going to take our piece of copper pipe insulation and apply it to here with contact cement. Yeah, dude. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You're putting a lot of effort by working, measuring, shooting at the same time. I appreciate it. It's more interesting too. Obviously, it's going to take longer because I'm shooting and all that stuff, but it's all fun. It's a beautiful day. My football team, Niners, don't play till later, even if I watch them at all, because I'm trying to get this stuff done. I'm just trying to fix these legs. These legs got damaged in storing, so just trying to fix everything. Like, obviously this is bent out of shape. You can see it's not a full leg. So again, 2-foot section I'm going to measure. So about here is 2 feet. We're going to make our first notable dip or kink in the leg right here, followed by a 1.5 foot section where the medium part of the leg goes down to a 1.5 feet. Takes it to about the copper joint, or the copper pipe joint here, and then the rest just going to go in the ground. So it's fun doing the live stream thing, dude. And then, like I said, there's a piece at the end, goes in the ground, so however far back or forward that I want it, and that's the project. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some. Here, let's do this. Don't mind the mess. I got these. Let me tweak it down. Music's probably cranking. I was working on these last night. Cheesecloth wood frame I built with edge or trim pieces and objects I put in there to hold the shape. Obviously, that's a skeleton head. Another mask, and then I'm building this thing here. Whoa! Oh, I tripped on him. Building this guy. He's not done it. I still need stuff. And then this guy is just something I bought. $12 foot. I should take a drink. How about a drink? Let's go to my fridge. I'm not a drinker, so I just have milk, pop, and water. I don't drink alcohol. Not good for you. So, okay, cheers, mate. Yeah, check this dude out. Thing's bad looking. Little fire pit I built last year. The kids absolutely love this spider. So from back to front, it's about 6 feet. He's about 3 feet wide at the body, and then the legs, 2 feet, 1.5 feet. I mean, he probably goes out about 5 feet on both sides. So you got to figure about 10 feet wide. Yeah, this thing was my basketball net. I don't really play basketball, just for fun. Oh man, this spider is quite a undertaking. I'm gonna go grab my insulation. All right. All right, next step. This is the fun part. I'm also advising for drinking water. You know, alcohol shouldn't be legal in stores near residential areas. I just don't. I just don't drink much. I just choose not. I used to, but I just lousy. Puts on the weight. Not a good thing. Special occasions, sure, why not? But as far as doing it regularly, nah, not doing it. Like I said, I'll drink maybe once a year. Good stuff right here. Obviously, here's an example. The legs turned this way. All right. The insulation, like pool noodles, have that opening. Don't want the white. Right here, it gives it this cool, at the joints of the legs. For added realism, here's a joint of the leg. With contact cement, you can press it's 1-inch copper pipe and 1/2-inch copper pipe. That's the bigger part. Bigger part of the leg is inch. Those two pieces down there are 1/2 inch. So what ends up happening is you use a contact cement. You put the 1/2 inch inside the inch pipe, and then when it starts to get caked, you press it, and it gives it this little, I don't know what to call it, like the joint effect. Like it's just like, it's not just, doesn't look like a bunch of pool noodles in there. It's just actually pressed in there. And actually it looks pretty cool. So we'll rock that. That's what we're going for. Just got to finish these two legs, and the spider's basically done other than the eyes. I got to redo the eyes with LEDs. I agree with you with the water. Not that I don't think they should be. I think people should just choose not to drink. I don't think they should be stored near residential areas. In my area, they're not really sold anywhere. There's a gas station. It's like 7 minutes away, but I just choose not to drink. That's all. I'm not going to be high and mighty and high and holy like I just don't want to. I used to. Dude, right? Jersey and cap. That's what's up. Now this is my old junker Jimmy Garoppolo. You can see my. So I'm working out here. I'm sweating. I'm gonna get dirty. So this is a junker jersey. I have like actual jerseys that I use. I'm not wearing those when I'm working. This thing's like falling apart. So it's my work jersey. It's whenever I want to work on a Sunday, but I don't want to wear my good jerseys for anymore. I don't think he plays anymore. I think he's too much of a bum. I think he plays for the Raiders. All right. Want to welcome all you guys here. It looks like there's a few of you. I appreciate it out in the chat. And that's what's up. Makes this fun. There's my son. I hear my son. I can feel that because I'm also really into DIY thing. That's awesome, dude. Appreciate you. Dude, DIY is fun, man. What you got for me? Oh, for real? What, Falcons are beating the Command. My son just came out here and Commanders are losing to the Falcons. Now, how is that even possible? Giants are winning against the Chargers. So that means the 49ers are going to lose to the Jaguars today. Everything's weird today. This is the upside down from Stranger Things. Yeah, DIY. Like, I love to try to do my stuff. I won't touch electricity. Patriots are, well, that's the Panthers. I want to welcome everybody in the chat, too. I mean, there's a bunch of y'all. Thank you. Appreciate you. Doing the spider today. So much like in the same fashion, what do we got here? The Bills are winning. I'm surprised they're not.
4 points.
I'm surprised they're not winning 40-0. The Bills and the Saints. I could beat the Saints. Yeah, it's a big football day. I'm getting ready for the 4 o'clock game. Niners and Jags. Let's go. So much in the same fashion as the wire, we're going to measure the copper pipe insulation to the proper, about 2 feet.
Niners play Thursday next week.
Oh, so they're tonight and Thursday. Niners got a short week this week.
Rams.
That's a tough game, too. So they play the Jaguars tonight, which is, I think it's easy. And then they play the Rams, which will be tough. There's my son. He just hooked me up with some updates on the NFL scores. All right. Gonna cut it with a knife. Yeah, I'm mostly DIY with like Halloween stuff and Christmas. The only thing for Christmas I build a manger myself. Other than that, it's just decorations. So I'll, come November when I'm putting up my decorations, I'll be doing that. Well, I'll throw a live stream up. Why not? Because it's fun. All right, so we got a 2-piece foot here, a 2-foot piece here. And out in L, you guys have a, I know there was a guy from Texas in here. I know you guys gotta be able to DIY, bro. It's mostly fun. I don't know, I feel like, you know, you can get cool stuff in the stores. Like I got that 12-foot skeleton. Dude, that thing was like 300 bucks. I think I had like a $150 gift card laying around, so I used that and then just, we got the rest. Oh, if you head over to my YouTube, later on, I don't have to do it now. I put out a YouTube short. I went to Home Depot recently. I was looking at all the Halloween animatronics. There's this dragon. It was like 500 bucks. It was the biggest piece of crap I ever seen. $500, and it sucked. So boring, stupid. All right, I'm gonna see if I can try to get this into view. So I'm gonna open up the insulation and just place it over the sections of leg that I set aside with the wire. So this needs to be cut a little bit short, too long. It's hanging over the joint, so I gotta cut it just about a ½ inch. Doesn't have to be exact. Okay. Perfect. Good. So the joint is right here. The next thing, so that's my inch piece. I'm going to cut my ½ inch piece to the 1.5 feet for the other 2 parts of. Yeah, it was boring. The dragon moved its head up and down. It lit blue, and it didn't do anything cool. And then there was this like 15-foot scarecrow thing. Again, it's all in that YouTube short or TikTok, wherever you follow it. And it doesn't do much for that much money. I'd be irritated. Now the skeleton, like I said, I had a $150 gift card sitting around. I wasn't using it for anything at the time, so we used it for that. And then, you know, I ended up paying $150 for it. Dude, that dragon at 500 or whatever, 400, it was $4.99, 500. I'd be irritated if I brought that home and then all it did was this. Like a sheep feeding at its trough. Like it's all it did. It was the most boring thing ever. Completely pointless. All right. So contact cement, the way it works for you guys, and I'm sure Tanvir knows what's up, but for those who might not know, contact cement, you spread it on there, you give it about 2 minutes till it gets tacky, then you can do your thing. So I'm going to cut the pieces and form the legs on these last 2 legs that I'm working on. And then I'm going to apply the contact cement, let it dry, and then do my thing with it. Actually, matter of fact, I can probably apply it after I'm done with this leg. To be perfectly honest with you. All right, let's cut my leg here. Must be good at Diddy parties. What, the contact cement or the dragon? I think both would be good at the Diddy parties. Oil up the dragon. All right, so all I'm doing now is loose laying the copper pipe insulation to the spider. Perfect. So here's what it looks like when I just loose lay it. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about with the contact cement. If you don't do it just looks like this. Now when I did the contact cement, I'm going to push it. I'm going to push these together with the contact cement, let it glue together. Looks, you know, that's what it looks like. But when I do the thing with the contact cement, it looks like this. A little more like the joint of a spider. It's kind of the big difference. Spray paint on the legs too. You mean like just black? Yeah, I could do that. What I did last year was use pool noodles. The only problem was once it rained, and here in Pennsylvania it rains a lot in the fall. When it rained, the paint would wash off and then I'd have to look patchy. So I think you're right. I could spray paint the legs. It's already gray or dark gray, so it would actually look fine. So not a bad suggestion. All right, my 2-foot piece. Oh, you know what I did? I cut the 1 inch to 1.5 feet. Oops. It's all right. That's why you get extra stuff. Yeah, I could touch it up with some spray paint, the legs. Because the whole thing between getting the copper pipe insulation was that it's naturally dark. It's like gray, black, whatever. Dark gray, light black. So I didn't have to do much. Pooling ended up working out too good. Because spray. Okay. And now the middle piece. Actually, I could probably use one of my cut 1.5 or 1.5 pieces of the inch pipe. Don't mind my dog, she's barking a lot. That's all she does. Actually, no, I should use a smaller one because then it's got to fit in there. What am I talking about? Cutting the piece here. We did have a casualty on stream last night. I cut myself last night, or I stabbed myself in the hand with a screwdriver. So we had one DIY casualty. I have to go to work now. It was nice seeing your work. Truly saw myself in it as I'm into DIYs. Hope to see you live again. Yes, sir, you will. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was great talking. Great. It was great chatting. You know, I could tell you got that DIY in you because you like talking about it, and that's what's up. That's all good. I got a lot more to do, so there will be more. So, yeah, hit the subscribe, and when the notification goes off, you'll see when I'm on. And if you do you do stuff as well? Like, as soon as I'm done, I'll check out your channel if you got DIY stuff too. If that's what you're, if you do stuff on it, I'll check it out for sure. Let me know. I'll probably be out here for a couple more hours, and then gonna have some dinner, and then I'll probably be back out here some more. And I do a lot of gaming streams too. This is just something that different I wanted to do. What up, Archie? Oh, my neighbor's dog's here. What up, Arch? That's my boy. Archie, man. There we go. All right, now it's time for contact cement. I'm going to contact cement the joints shut. I'm going to contact cement the edges, press them to give it that spider leg joint look. Always wear gloves, please, when you're doing contact cement. That stuff gets on your hands. It's miserable to try to get it off. Always wear gloves when handling contact cement. Not going to be a good thing if you get that on your hands. Yeah, hope you have a great day of work, and hope to see you around sometime. My bro. All right, here's contact cement. Very sticky. Don't get this on your hands. It's a good workout too. You gotta work out your calves. All right, I'm gonna take this. I just got a painter's brush. Actually, I'm gonna get something thicker. I need a thicker brush than this. This is garbage. All right, this ought to work a little better. So it's going to apply the contact cement inside the seams and on the corners of the two legs I just did. This one and this one. And then we're going to let it dry for a couple minutes. When it becomes tacky, I can apply pressure. That stuff is really sticky. You gotta wear gloves when dealing with this stuff. And then splatter some on the edge, because you're going to join the two surfaces that have contact cement together. That's the key. Now the shape of the legs, that'll come later. There you go. I'm all right. Oh, just a brick. So I'm just painting the contact cement on the seams and on the edges of this stuff. Now, don't mind me, I'm trying to get you guys in view, but I don't want to touch the phone while I'm working with this stuff. Getting it inside the gap over here. This is the boring part. We all gotta have the boring part though. It's part of the process. Spray the ends. Contact cement. There we go. And also, you'll notice I'm doing the end at the bottom because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch this, and it's just going to give the appearance of more of an angle, not so much like a circular thing, but more of a pinched off at the bottom of spider foot. That's all we're doing with that. Letting that hold its shape. And now voila, we give it about 3 minutes. Let it set a little bit. A big boy in the chat, Dope Crafting. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, from this angle, can you tell what that is? I'm going to test you, big boy. I like that. I'm going to call you big boy because that's what your name is. Big boy. Yeah, I'm a big boy too. Welcome to the chat, my man. This is a Halloween prop. We're doing some Halloween goodies today. In the bottom of my driveway. All right. Appreciate the nice comment there, big boy. All right, in about 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes, we're gonna be able to. This is the best part of the contact cement. I hope it works. It worked on the other legs, but we're gonna do it again here today. You gotta be able to tell what this is. I'll show you after I'm done with this. I'll zoom out to it. Give it a couple minutes to set because there's no point in doing anything with it now. All right, looks like it's good to go. All right, perfect. All right, let's get an angle on some of these. All right, we have the corner here. Contact cement starting to set, so we can work with it now. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do on this joint here.
Touchdown New Orleans.
Oh, for real? What a joke.
I'm still playing Resident Evil.
Oh, I did a download for you?
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Didn't you play this game before?
I played both of them, but it's been like years.
I'm at that part where like Mia like hits her off the wall.
Yeah, the scary part. It's my boy you're hearing in the background. I don't know if you can hear the music.
Me?
No, the wonderful folks who are. We got Big Boy in the chat says Dope Crafting. I love this. His name is Big Boy, and we had a gentleman in the chat mentioned this would be good for the Diddy party. I agree. I think if Diddy had a party, this spider would be the masterpiece. All right, here we go. This is the joint of the upper leg to the middle part of the lower thorax or leg. Okay. I'm going to pinch the two surfaces together. As the conky, very sticky. This is why you got to wear gloves. You do not want this crap on your hands. Really pinch the surfaces together. And if it works, kind of did. Not the best though. And if it works, I'll show you what the result is. I got to put a little more contact cement in there. The result, if you pinch with relatively set contact cement, it can be more like an actual spider joint, not two pieces of tubing stuck together. So I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom here with this bottom piece of leg. I'm going to pinch the bottom of the foot too to give it a more of a sharper appearance at the bottom, like an actual spider leg. Not that I've dissected one before, but see, I didn't put enough contact cement on the joint. There's some open seams, so I'm gonna apply some there. Ugh. Got some on there. I'm gonna do the same thing for the other two parts of the leg. I'm not gonna be able to touch my phone because I'm gonna have all this contact cement on my hands. Touching the leg, trying to get it shortened up in there. And right over here, all right, voila. This leg turned out pretty good. So by doing that with the contact cement, you got the joints kind of looking like a spider joint. That's what that is. Of course, I got to fix it. The legs got to get propped up. That's what the wire's in there for. That's what that's looking like. So I got to shape the legs. I'm not going to do it until I get to the front of the house. So it kind of looks like when all the legs are inside the ground with the wires. That's what it looks like. I'm going to shape the legs. Once I get it onto the ground, I got to shape them, angle them harder. But basically done with that for now. Don't know what happened here. I'm going to spray paint that. That came undone. It's all right. Some year-old prop. Whew. All right, there we go. This is really, like I said, this is why, I mean, you guys should know, anybody knows anything about this, you don't handle contact cement with your hands. Wear gloves. That's why I'm not handling my phone right now, because it's going to ruin it. It's just gonna... There we go. Turned out to be pretty good. All right, thicker part of the leg down to the smaller part of the leg, down to the part of the ground. Now, obviously, I'm holding this up with two garbage cans, so I got to come up with a way to hold it without going to the front of the house. I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit. I appreciate you guys. There's a bunch of you here today. We're not done yet though. I'm almost done, but I wanted to come on, say hi, work on some crafts. It's a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania. The Pennsylvania crib. All right. Let's see. Guess I'm done with the contact cement for now. I mean, this thing's pretty good for now as far as the legs are fixed. I redid the legs because I used pool noodles, spray painted black, and it didn't turn out as good because when it rained, part of the paint was washing off and just looked sloppy. I don't like doing sloppy stuff. I don't like doing stuff sloppily. I like doing it properly. All right. What to do next, guys? Suggestion in the chat was to spray paint this. I could do that. That's a I don't have any spray paint on me right now. Not much anyways. Not enough for this. But that's a possibility. Sure. I think it's a good idea. Now, that's why I use copper pipe insulation. It's already dark. So I don't have to spray paint much. And if it does wash off, it'll be gray. It looks like a spider leg. So now, how do we keep this? How am I going to keep? I'm not going to use 2 garbage cans at the front of my house to hold a spider because this looks like crap. I'm just holding this here because I need them elevated. So I'm going to build something out of wood, get like fencing boards, whatever, and maybe build something. Brown pieces of wood. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. It could almost be like it would have to be a piece here with 2 legs. Wobble. It gets windy here. It gets really windy. Maybe I'll build that next. I'm basically done with the legs, redoing the legs. This is sort of finished product. I just gotta tweak a few things. Like I said, he measures about 6 or 7 feet from front to back. By the time you factor in the legs, it's about 10 feet wide. This spider is big. Pardon the mess. This garage is an absolute mess. My Halloween, I got all that stuff I got to put out. All that stuff's getting put out. My table saw that I'm using as an incense burner holder thing. I saw a couple spots to touch up, so I got to do that now. Something happened here. Took a chip out of it. There we go. Good as new. Yeah, see, spray painting it doesn't really do much. It doesn't. It's already dark. It won't matter. The only thing I can spray paint. You know what I could do? And I'm gonna take the tripod. I'm gonna raise you guys up a little bit. Dude, thank you, Tanvir. Yeah, spray painting it doesn't work too much. It's too, unless I got something darker. So now the legs aren't going to flop like that. When I put them in the ground up at the front of the house, I'm going to tweak up the angle. And I left about 2 inches at the bottom. I don't know if you could see. You can see there at least a shadow. Kind of right here. I left about 2 to 3 inches of wire on each leg that's going to dig in the ground to maintain the shape of the legs and the feet, the positioning actually. I did it. So obviously his final leg configuration I got to tweak when I put it up at the front yard. Tanvir in the chat, oh my god, that's sick. So much items you have to make hundreds of new sculptures. I have so much stuff in here. I need red paint. I'm going to retouch the black. It's a Black Widow, so I'm going to retouch the red part. Dude, I got so much after I'm done with Halloween, I got to clean this. Dude, I have so much crap. There's 10 of these, which, let me show you what I did with that here. You're going to like this. Check this out. Check this out. You're going to like this. I I don't have them out yet because we're gonna wait till closer to Halloween because these are already done. There's nothing much I have to do with them. Check this out. Check this out. Okay. Pumpkin, these are $1. Drill a hole at the bottom. Solar powered with rechargeable battery porch lamp thingies. Put the battery in here. Okay, put the battery in there. Might not work because it's too bright out. I did this last night and it worked really nice. Put the bottom into the hole, like so. Cable tie is there for a reason. Cable tie so that you get so with gravity, it doesn't go down any further. It shouldn't anyways, once this is in the ground. Screw this on the top. Okay, let's see if I can shut the lights here. Yeah, it's too bright because it's light outside, but this illuminates. So at night it looks sick. Can't do it in the daytime. It's not gonna activate. Those buckets were $1 at Walmart, or the pumpkin buckets were $1 at Walmart. So I bought 10. I'm not one of those that's going to buy them out because other people need them. I bought like 10. I figure that's good enough. I'm not going to be one of those hoarders. So, I appreciate it. That's crazy stuff, man. Yeah, dude. I have a ton of stuff here. A lot of it's junk. It looks like junk right now, but this is going to be Halloween here in about a week or two. Oh, this is a cauldron holder. Hard to see because I don't have my batteries in there. I'll answer a riddle. Atodaso. No, wait. The Atodaso. How do you say your name, dude? This holds a cauldron in the middle. This is spray foam with embedded lighting. Cauldron over there goes in the middle, and it lights up in the Halloween. You use cat bait to catch cats, a dog bait to catch dogs, fish bait to catch fish, and deer bait to catch deer. What do you need to catch an eye master? Haha. You're gonna use a master bait, bro. Haha, pedum-ting. The Atodaso. The Atodaso. Tanvir in the chat. Bull's gonna win this time, probably. Wait. Who are the Bulls? Oh, wait. The basketball team Bulls? I like your name. That's creative. It actually got me thinking, so. And making me think is a good thing. All right. I got to spray paint the spider a little bit. Yeah, don't mind the garage. It's an absolute mess. But this is the final product. He's just about done. I need to redo the eyes. I gotta buy some more ornaments, I think. There we go. Trying to get this thing a little bit higher. Yeah, see, because I liked this last year. This was okay. But look, it looks fine now, but what's going to happen in the dark? You're not going to see that. So I have new ornaments. I'm going to spray paint these red. There's 8 of them, obviously. Little ones, big ones. And I'm going to see about putting a, temporary, obviously there's no LED small enough with batteries in them, but so that'll actually turn out pretty good. So we'll do that. Actually, I can do that now. I think I got the ornaments here. Trying to find a way to get this in view. It's gonna be hard. My tripod's not high enough. I'm also not 7 feet tall, but he just needs to be touched up a little bit. There we go. Bright red. Here we go. Ah, sorry. Need my mask. I'm getting. I'm being a bad influence. Yep. I just forgot mine. I forgot to put it on. You never do this stuff without wearing a mask. This stuff's absolutely brutal for your lungs. You should not be breathing this stuff in. All right. Just trying to get the red part of the Black Widow kind of done. It doesn't look the great. His body kind of collapsed. One of the things I'm willing to deal with. Appreciate it. Yeah. See, obviously his body collapsed a little bit because I actually stored him in there. So I don't want to like have to redo him. This thing took a lot of time and kind of, not costly, but not exactly cheap. All right. Take my mask off real quick. I'm gonna check to see if I have the ornaments for this. All right, I got the small. So these are what I'm talking about. This is what I use. These right here. These are ornaments, Christmas ornaments. Just put them in half. Eyes. Now, I only found the small ones. I didn't find the big ones. Yeah, I mean, it could be a pregnant spider that, the eggs are in here and it's collapsed in here. I mean, it's not gonna be perfect. It's got some natural curves. So these are the ornaments. I gotta see if too big. Hold on. They come in 3 sizes. I don't have the. All right. Can't find the right. It looks like I'm gonna have to make a trip to Amazon and get some more of these ornaments.
Why does he look like Walter White?
Yeah, that's the dad of that, right? Like the main guy with it. He goes after the shovel, I think, in Resident Evil.
Saints got a touchdown. No, it's under review.
Oh, man, how are Buffalo doing this? Not awesome.
If it is a touchdown, it's 22-1.
Jeez.
Saints.
I just hope Josh Allen, who's on my Saints, is the only one who does good for the Saints. Maybe these little Spidros.
Philly's winning against Tampa.
Oh, that's kind of a surprise. Tampa's actually decent this year.
It's Philly.
Well, yeah. Philly should be the best. Philly! All right, well, for demonstration purposes, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of show you. I'm not going to do this on the Spyder. I'm not going to spray paint the outside. I'm going to spray paint the inside. So let's take it to my garbage can. This is my.
Not a touchdown.
Who did?
It was not a touchdown.
Oh, decline. Let's go. Denied. All right. This is basically going to be just spray painting the inside. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna get my gloves on. It'd be a lot easier with my gloves. I'm just like too worried to get my hands too dirty. You're in cybersecurity? Nice, dude. That's a good field to get into. There's always a need for that. If you ever need a guy, I'm your guy. All right, so that's how it turns out. That is going to look really sick on Mr. Webb over here. So we'll do that 3 more times, and then I gotta have bigger eyes for the bottom row. But I need to order those. I must have ran out or I can't find them. Okay. All right, so we got 4 or 5 of these now. So that's going to go on the top row. I got to order the bigger ones for the bottom because I cannot find them. All right. Before I move him to the front of the house, I got to figure out a way to stand him without having 2 together. Can't have that showing. So I'm gonna find some wood. I must have some wood in here. If not, that might have to be for another day. Build them up. Ugh. Got some wood here. I don't know if I can use this. I don't know if I have enough wood. We're trying to find some wood for this. don't think I have enough wood in there. Unless... keep some for others. You already have the whole store. Dude, we got a whole store in here. So what if I did one of these to rest underneath the head, underneath the body, and just attach some legs to it and somehow stabilize it to the ground. Maybe like this, a box formation, 2 legs. Hey Sheila. Do 2 legs. Hi Arch. The Arch Man. My boy. Do a couple of these. I got a bunch of fence pickets. I got some from the manger scene, which I'm not going to do until December, November, so maybe I'll just use that for this and buy that wood for the manger scene later when the time comes. Let me see what I got. Okay, I got a ton of fence pickets that I could use to build this. I don't want things too thick. I don't want 2x6s because it's going to show. I want to build a box basically, and just 2 boxes. One under the body, spray paint it, and then secure it to the ground with maybe ground stakes or something like that. Yeah. I'm not gonna go to the store now. We got dinner in like an hour or two, so I'm not gonna have time to go and buy wood and all this stuff. All right, first things first, I got to measure from the ground. Now this is even ground, it's concrete. Obviously it's not gonna be different. It's gonna be different on the front of the house, it's grass. Measure from the bottom of the head and body to the ground. Okay. So we're about 2 feet 5 inches from the straight ground to the bottom of the spider. Fence pickets are pretty thin, so I don't need to, I'll assume about a 1/2 inch for the wood vertically. So something to raise is 2 foot 4 inches tall. And goes about 2 feet across. Actually, no, a foot and a half, 2 feet. You'll see about 4 inches on each side of the spider. I want to try to keep this as concealed as possible. So 2 feet, foot and a half should be wide enough. Yeah, basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to carry him. The front of the house is only about 40 feet that way, so I'm going to carry him, just going to slop him down, put the wood things up, put him on top of it. You know, I might need to put something heavy so that the box doesn't move too much. Well, that's why I'm gonna have 2, because he's like 6 feet, 7 feet long. Because I don't want the wood to topple either. It's got to be secured somehow. I'll have to think about that. I'm gonna build the thing for now. We'll go from there. All right, let's try this. Needs to come up 2 foot 5 and 1.5 feet across. So let's get some tools. This is my favorite part. My favorite part. Let's go. Gonna have a little fun with power tools now. Don't forget your carpenter's square. For this, I'm going to work on, this is how professional I am. I'm going to work on my garbage can. I don't have any space to work. My garage is packed. So we're going to work on the garbage can. Like I always say, we're not sending people to the moon, we're just cutting wood. But I am going to measure carefully. So as I mentioned, the wood, and I'm just kind of eyeballing it, but we're not sending people to the moon. We're supporting Halloween designs. So if I cut a piece 1.5 feet wide, right here, carpenter square to go across. I'll need 4 pieces. Top, bottom for the head, top, bottom for the butt. We'll cut this. It's gonna be a simple cut. Eye protection. Please, for the love of God, don't use power tools without eye protection. Anybody out there? Do not. Just make sure you can see everything. I'm gonna try to do it as straight as possible. I got my laser guide. Yep. Good enough. Another 1.5 feet. Oh, perfect. The last piece works out to be 1.5 feet. I need one more of those. Actually, I got some small pieces here. I wonder if these are good. Uh, 1 foot 2 inches, so I got to cut 2 inches off of this. I'm going to cut 2 inches off of this. All right, good enough. Like I said, we're not building a super highway here. We're just situating a prop. Yeah, it'd be a lot of patience to relocate this thing, but he can't stay back here. Gotta move him. All right, so the top and the bottom are gonna be like this, and then there's gonna be legs like this. I'm gonna see if I can find some 2x. Can't find it. I don't have any. We'll try this. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to go to the store. What did I say? 2 for $5. 2 for $5. We'll try this for the legs. Close enough. Ah, 2 foot 2. Just shy. It's alright, get another piece. I got wood coming out my booty. That's what she said. If this doesn't work, I'll just use 2x, and then I'll just have to go to the store later. Like I said, I'm just kind of winging this. Okay. Grab a drill. All right. Sorry, I had to get in the drill. Alright, let's try to get some, I'm gonna try it. Like I said, this might not work. I just had to try it with what I had here. Guaranteed it's probably not gonna work. But you gotta try it. Okay, it's in there. Not the biggest professional job ever, but whatever. It's just a Halloween prop. Yeah, not bad. Not the worst thing ever. This might actually work. Okay. Stupid stink bugs everywhere, guy. Okay. Same thing for the bottom side. Like I said, I'm going to build two of these, and I'm going to try to see if the spider can naturally rest on these. I'll have to put some weights on here or something. See, that's why I don't think this is going to work, but I have to try it anyways. I want to move it coming from here. All right. Don't know what happened there. My speaker stopped playing in Spotify. Moved to my phone. Oh, it's this wood here. Never mind. Not bad. Let's try this here. Let's try this. This wood's warped. It's facing this way. You're good.
Apparently Dylan's played Resident Evil before.
Who?
Dylan.
Oh, really? How do you know? Is that B? Dylan B?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That is a great game, by the way. I probably like Village better than Biohazard. It's facing me, so.
Oh, I see.
I like Village better, but Biohazard's good too. And then it'd be a fire stream.
What you should do tonight?
Maybe. This is probably going to fail. This is why, if I'm not sure, and it doesn't, I'm just using materials that I have at home. I'm going to try it. At least if it fails, I tried it, and at least I have my closure that it's failing and it didn't work. So I'm going to try something else. All right. So the whole purpose of this is that the spider is going to rest on that under his chin, and under his. I'm going to build another one for the backside. See, I don't know if that's going to be secure though. It should be. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a bunch of weights on here. Oh, I forgot to. I need one more nail. But so that when, not if it gets windy, when, that it'll at least have a standing chance. All right. So once this thing is built, worst goes to worst, I'll try this. If it doesn't work, I'll try something else. That's how you do things. Go quite in. Missing the mark. Up until they freestyle it. Just kind of wing it and hope for the best. God, it's not going in. What's wrong with this wood, bro? Or me? It's probably me. Yes, you should always wear eye protection when doing this, by the way. Need to push this in more. Don't worry, this ain't gonna go into my knee. There we go. All right, 2 of these for the spider to rest on. And then if I need more supports, I can always build some. All right, 1 more of those to go. Whatever this width is, I'm going to work with it. Actually, these two are about the same. I'm going to use this for the back. Just gonna cut a little bit off. Because it is the backside which is wider. So I'm gonna just cut off a couple inches. It has to be even, or else it's not gonna work. All right. I'm actually thinking that ain't gonna work too good, but we'll see. Measure 2'5" inch. We're gonna need two 2'5" inch pieces. Like I said, probably not gonna work. I'm probably not gonna go this, but this is what I have here with my elbow to me now. So we're gonna go with it. And come Christmas time, when it's time to do the manger scene, I'll worry about it then, I guess. Do a piece of 2'5" inches. Cut this 2'5". Okay, good. Got my screws. Like I said, this might not work. The only way we're going to find out is by trying. So I know I got to come in about a ½ inch here on this side. Perfect. Well, good enough. Good. Measure it up over here. Okay, now this one's a little bit bigger because it's the back side of the spider. He'll have more surface area to hit on here, so I get sweat in my eyes. Hot out here. If you already have subscribed, I apologize. I don't have my notifications on mobile. But thank you if you've subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, why haven't you? You're gonna see me make a mess. Yeah, let them go. Perfect. live stream where I'm filling miserably. Can't go any further than that. I think we're going to split the wood.
The Giants won.
What a joke.
Jackson Dart started.
Yeah, he's starting the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I think, unless he gets hurt. Because Russell Wilson stinks. Russell Wilson stinks! Russell. Guess the Giants won there, guys. The Giants won today, looks like, so that's kind of crazy. Three out of four. Boom. All right. Second box made. Let's go. Wood's starting to split, so let's seal it with another screw. All right. I'm gonna go bring these to the front. I'm gonna start bringing this to the front. I'll be back. I'm gonna start loading up the spider. Give me 1 sec. All right. Let my phone cool down a little bit. Oh. You're good. You're live. I just don't want you. If you don't want to be on the camera, I don't want you with you. Huh? Yeah, you're good. Let's go. Spider-Man coming out. Let's bring out Spider-Man. All right. We'll bring the phone at the same time, so I'm gonna do this single-handedly. Let's go. All right. Well, I got to run to the store. That box did not work. It's too uneven ground. So you live and learn. I'm going to go to the store, trying to find something else. I wanted to thank you guys for being here. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back tonight, maybe some gaming streams. Otherwise, you'll see me this week. Peace out. Have a good day. Be good.